like oregano.
Come on, Brett, come on. It is the Valley on ESPN3. Tonight's presentation, Missouri State hosting Oral Roberts from Springfield, Missouri. And this is the JQH Arena on the campus of Missouri State University, Springfield. Tonight, Oral Roberts versus Missouri State, and we bid you good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's telecast on ESPN3. I'm Matt Reynolds, joined by Corey Riggs. Should be a terrific basketball game. This is the second time within about 5 weeks that Missouri State and Oral Roberts have hooked up. They played the first game of the season down in Tulsa. Oral Roberts won it by 15. However, the Golden Eagles come in with a very good 8-win, 3-loss record. The Bears at 3-6. You know, Corey, that presents an interesting problem for the Bears, and one that probably needs some addressing because Missouri State's gotten off to some very slow starts, and it has cost them.
Yeah, over the course of the season, the Bears have scored 10 points less in the first half in comparison to their second half scoring. And against ORU, they only scored 22 points in the first half, a season low. Going to have to do better than that tonight. The
Golden Eagles out of the Summit League have a very fine player, a star guard who can light things up.
Yeah, when you look at him, all you got to do is say the name Obi Emegano, and you know what everybody's talking about. You see his numbers, almost 24 points a game, number 2 in the nation in scoring. He is a handful for the Bears defensively tonight.
Now, while a guard is the leader for Oral Roberts, a pair of guards for Missouri State have presented something of a scoring problem, and that is also a situation that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, the last time out, Ned Miller and Williams, the guards for Missouri State, their starting pair, 2 of 15 shooting. They only combined for 8 points. They have to get at least the kind of production tonight that Obi Emegano gets for ORU and their head coach, Scott Sutton.
And if Missouri State can do that, then things might be extremely interesting. It is Missouri State versus Oral Roberts from Springfield, Missouri. It's great to have you with us. Stay tuned. A big game coming up.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
Breathe. A little bit here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, State Farm is there.
Missouri State University's public affairs mission emphasizes cultural competence, ethical leadership, and community engagement, giving students a solid foundation for success. Living and learning at MSU is accessible and affordable, helping educational investments yield lifelong returns. With a wide range of student activities and leadership opportunities, the future starts now at Missouri State. Follow your passion, find your place at Missouri State University.
The administrators, educators,
coaches, and fans of the Missouri Valley Conference
expect nothing but the best from their teams.
And the Valley student athletes take pride in exceeding that expectation.
On the field, on the court,
on the track,
and in the classroom.
Celebrating academic
and athletic excellence for more than 100 years.
We are the Missouri Valley Conference.
It is the Missouri Valley Conference Missouri State University representative against the Summit League Oral Roberts representative. Corey Riggs, starting lineups.
Starting lineups for Scott Sutton's Oral Roberts Golden Eagles. 3 guards, Bradley, Anderson, and Emegano. Then the 2 big men down low, Conley and Owens, the starting 5 for ORU. Then for the Missouri State Bears, we talked about them in the open. Daquan Miller and Dorian Williams, Chris Kendricks and Camyn Boone, and then the big freshman, 6'8" Obadiah Church, Paul Luss starting 5.
In the most recent game, Oral Roberts, and there are the officials, Pollard, Jansen, and Luskinite. Oral Roberts took on Oklahoma, a very, very fine Oklahoma team in Norman, and got beaten pretty badly. The Bears played Tulsa, here at the JQH Arena on a Sunday afternoon. Fell behind early, made a rally, but nonetheless lost by 9 points. So each of these teams looking to break very modest losing streaks. We are about to get underway. It'll be referee Jerry Pollard who does the tossing, and we are underway. Missouri State controls the tip. Daquan Miller and Dorian Williams getting the start. That's Dorian Williams who has the basketball, and Oral Roberts immediately will set up with a man-to-man. That's Kendricks. Kendricks had 17 against Tulsa. Daquan Miller, he is the point guard, and a transfer from Motlow Junior College in Illinois. Dorian Williams, Daquan Miller for three.
Well, we talked about in the open, Ned, we need more points, or Missouri State needs more points right in the very beginning. Daquan Miller getting a three right on the first possession, a great way to start for the Bears fans.
This is a talented Oral Roberts team back in the Summit League after a very brief sojourn in the Southland Conference. This is their second year back in the Summit. All by himself for that slam. Oh my, that's Albert Owens out of Cedar Hills, Texas. And that's a very pronounced 2 points for Albert Owens.
Well, he shoots almost 45% from the floor, and when you take that high of percentage shot, there's a good reason why. Not much chance to miss when you throw it down.
Dorian Williams to Obadiah Church, and he is fouled on the play. Church, who is a very athletic freshman with this Missouri State team out of Springfield, Illinois. Great move to the hole, and he'll have two opportunities coming up at the foul line.
Well, I don't know anybody in Springfield or on the road that hasn't been impressed so far with the play of the freshman, Obadiah Church. You get a good look at him here on the line. That was great body control, too, going ahead and allowing the contact to come to him. Didn't make the shot, but will have an opportunity here at the line.
As a freshman, he leads this team in slams in the early going.
Everybody likes that for the highlight reel. Somebody that'll throw them down. Maybe one of the problems here in the early going, and not surprising, Ned, if you're a freshman or a big man, he shoots less than 60% at the free throw line, right around 58%.
And he is 50% with that little trip to the foul line, and Missouri State has an early 4-2 lead.
This is a big difference from the way this game played out in Tulsa the last time these two teams met, because Missouri State never had the lead in that game.
There's a nice little reverse. The ball doesn't fall, and here comes Missouri State on the quick break. That's Williams. And Dorian Williams gets the two.
And just like that, you've already got points out of your two starting guards, 5 points, and they barely had 8 combined in the last time out. So Dorian Williams and Daquan Miller already playing big roles in the early scoring on the offensive end, and now Mr. Miller picks up a foul.
But nonetheless, draws some words of encouragement from Paul Lusk over on the Bears bench. That's the kind of defense that Paul espouses, wants to see those guys playing nose-to-nose on the man-to-man. Aaron Anderson controlling the ball at the top of the key for Oral Roberts. He'll go in the lane. Oh, nice feed underneath. And a block and a rebound doesn't go. And a battle on the underneath the board, and we'll have a foul charged to Chris Kendricks.
Boy, and at first I thought they were going to signal a tie up there. I thought Kendricks did a good job reaching in there, trying to tie up the big man Owens. It seems like Scott Sutton and his coaching staff have come in with a game plan so far tonight that they want to establish the low post presence, and they've gone down to Owens on 2 straight trips here, and their big man has about the same luck at the free throw line that Missouri State does.
He is only a sophomore out of Cedar Hills, Texas. That's Albert Owens. He is 6'9", and probably goes in the neighborhood of 225 or 230. Misses them both, and clearing the boards is Obadiah Church for Missouri State.
Look at the physical play on the far side over there. Chris Kendricks just trying to get position, and he's called for the offensive foul.
Rather interesting call on the part of the officials, but the offensive foul is charged to Kendricks, who appeared to be backing away. Let's watch this on the replay.
Well, you can see in the replay the elbow from Anderson as they initiated the contact, then Kendricks goes backwards, and he'll go ahead and take an early seat on the bench after that little scuffle.
That is 2 fouls on Chris Kendricks. There is a new interpretation of the rules. Now, apparently, we're going to look at this on the replay. A new interpretation of the rules this year in which players are penalized for faking it.
That's
and
right.
It could be that's what the official decided. However, let's see what they decide when they take a look at the replay. And we're going to have referees Lusk and Pollard look things over, and Pollard, being the lead referee, will apparently be the one who decides what the situation was.
Well, and there are so many rule changes, and there's so many, emphasis, so many different rules that they place emphasis on from one season to the next. And this has definitely been one that you've seen in the college basketball landscape throughout the year. And you see Coach Lusk trying to talk to one of the other officials, and we'll see if we take another look at it here and how this really gets started from up top. And you see Anderson, he just kind of keeps pushing through Kendricks. It's definitely not a flop as much as it was, defensively just trying to get back out of the contact.
In fact, Corey, he may have tripped.
Yes.
Well, regardless of that, they are going to make a judgment on it. And here is the rule, the faking rule, and you can see it there. If an official goes to the monitor to review a flagrant foul and finds a player has faked being fouled, a technical foul will be the result.
Well, and that obviously isn't going to be the case here because they already called Chris Kendricks for the foul. So they didn't think he was faking. They thought he committed the foul. But I think if they see anything out of this, it ought to be that the contact was initiated by Aaron Anderson of ORU. And if anything, the foul could have possibly been given to him.
We are in the very early moments of the game from the JQH Arena, Springfield, Missouri. It is Missouri State leading Oral Roberts 6-2, but Chris Kendricks, an outstanding sophomore from Willard, Missouri, has been charged with his second personal foul. However, there is some debate as to whether or not that was a proper ruling, and now we have the officials huddled around the monitor to make a decision as to whether or not flopping occurred, flagrant foul occurred, whatever the situation is, and we'll have a decision forthcoming here, we hope, in just a few minutes,
and
seconds.
Missouri State has suffered from this earlier in their last game. They saw Cam Boone have to sit out most of the first half with 2 fouls. So if Chris Kendricks has to sit out most of the first half in this one, they will have fought with one of their best weapons sidelined for the last 2 straight contests.
Now we will have referee Jansen go over and discuss the situation with Missouri State. And evidently it was not in Missouri State's favor.
So all of that for nothing, apparently.
Ryan Krecklow will come into the ballgame for Missouri State. He is wearing number 20. He's a freshman from Columbia Rockbridge. And one of these kids who's just a gym rat, been around for through a coaching family, and has a pretty good shooting touch.
His mom and dad are the volleyball coaches at the University of Missouri in Columbia. Cam Boone gets the rebound here, and there was a lot of talk, Ned, about whether or not he would even play this year. And since he's got a few minutes, he's made it well worth Coach Lusk's time to decide to keep him on the roster and not redshirt.
That is Obadiah Church who fired that one in. I believe it's a 2 for Obadiah. And they are his first 2 points of the game. We're told that it was a flagrant foul as for what the officials were looking, and decided that was not the case.
I'm still trying to figure out how that is, Ned, when the elbow was thrown by Anderson, but the foul was given to Kendricks. So it's as clear as mud as usual.
Daquan Miller. That shot does not go, and ORU comes off with the rebound. The ORU team has gotten off to a slow start offensively. This is a 15-foot shot by Amenigo, and it does not go. The Bears have the rebound.
And he won't miss too many of those.
Missouri State will work their offensive pattern. Oral Roberts stays in a man-to-man. This is Dorian Williams, probably knows many of these players. Dorian from Oklahoma City. Cam Boone fires it in for 2.
Cam Boone wearing number 35 tonight as opposed to the 30 that everybody's used to seeing him in, but it's the same result. A nice turnaround J for Boone.
Missouri State playing a very aggressive man-to-man. As Bradley can't get the shot off.
Going deep into the shot clock here.
That shot doesn't go either. That was taken by Oral Roberts' leading scorer, and he didn't get it to go home.
Here's another one of these freshmen that are doing so much for this young team right now. Krecklow comes in and clears the boards. The last couple of games, this freshman class that Lusk has recruited has contributed about 20% of the offense, as we've got a foul before the runaway.
The foul on Krecklow. He reached out and grabbed his man after that interception. It'll bring about a timeout. With 15-17 remaining in the first quarter of play, or first half of play, it is Missouri State 10, Oral Roberts 2, and you're watching The Valley on ESPN 3.
Man, real talk, be who you are and do what you feel. Because those who mind don't matter. And those who matter, they don't mind at all. You still here?
You've been eye-guzzling that show for 58 episodes. But oh God, there they are, the final credits. You've fallen into a show hole. The struggle could not be more real. Why even have a TV? Then you see it. Amazon Fire TV's vast library of best shows ever. So long, show hole!
Give the gift of the better network. Save up to 50% on our hottest Android smartphones, like the Motorola Droid Turbo 2. Get the best deals and the better network. Visit Verizon online or in-store today.
With Pizza Hut's $6.99 any deal, I can get a meat lovers and they can get all the fresh vegetables they want. No more compromise.
Bring home the flavor with America's no-compromise pizza deal. Get any 2 medium pizzas with any quality toppings, any crust, any specialty, just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
You pay your auto insurance premium every month on the dot. You're like the poster child for paying on time. And then one day, you tap the bumper of a station wagon. No big deal, until your insurance company jacks up your rates. You freak out. What good is having insurance if you get punished for using it? Hey, insurance companies, newsflash. Nobody's perfect.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Welcome back to the Valley on ESPN 3. The Missouri Valley Conference Fan Hangout is the perfect gathering place before and after games during Arch Madness. It's located at the Ballpark Village in downtown St. Louis, and that is a great place, folks. It's just across the street from Busch Stadium. For additional information, visit archmadness.com/fans. And while we are in December, it isn't all that far away. March Madness, or Arch Madness as it's called, in St. Louis. A quick look at the stats, and this is very, very interesting as you see Missouri State's Paul Lusk discussing things. How about the shooting percentage for Oral Roberts?
1 for 9, Ned, only 11%. And this is the snake that normally bites the Bears. But tonight, it's going the other way. ORU, a little bit of cold shooting on the start on the road here in Springfield, Missouri. 11%. Conversely, Missouri State shooting percentage, 4 of 5 for a robust 80%.
This is a complete turnaround in what situations have been. Now, in all fairness to Oral Roberts, they have missed some very easy shots underneath, but the only goal has been scored by Albert Owens, their big 6'9" kid, and as a result, Missouri State has a 10-2 lead. All right, I think we're ready to go. Oral Roberts will be inbounding. This will be Daquan Jeffries who triggers, and the Golden Eagles from Tulsa have possession.
Albert Owens' dunk came 3 minutes and 46 seconds ago, so they're nearing a 4-minute scoring drought. They've missed their last 8 attempted field goals.
Three-point bomb does not go. Rebound pulled down, long rebound by Dorian Williams. Missouri State on the move. This is Taquan Miller. Threw the ball, almost got away from Krecklow. He regains it.
It's a great job to hustle and run it down. Tyler McCullough now into the ball game tonight for Missouri State. First minutes of the night for their big post play.
Krecklow for 3. Loose ball, but regained by Oral Roberts, and a little dipsy-doodle move underneath does not go. This team really having trouble. The lid is on the basket. This is Dorian Williams to Krecklow for 3 again.
Well, when he comes into the game, Ned, he wants to score. And Ryan Krecklow on the last trip down, a screen by McCullough, a good pass from Miller. He wasn't quite dialed in yet, gave him a second shot, and he nailed it down.
He is especially good on a rhythm move when he's running down court. Another miss, foul on the play, and the foul charge to Oral Roberts, and I believe to Javon White underneath on the rebound. He's one of these kids who you see, and a guard, and they're usually 6 feet, 6'1", who upon rhythm has that step down perfectly and can fire away, especially effective from a three-point range.
Well, you've got another young man on the bench, Paul Lusk has, in street clothes tonight, unfortunately due to injury, in Austin Reuter, and that same shot is very similar to Austin, a great catch-and-shoot three-point shot.
Loomis Gehring in the ball game, I should say, for Missouri State. Three-quarters court press tried by Oral Roberts, but it was a passive press. Here's Krecklow again.
And he's feeling it. Krecklow buries 2 of his 3 made three-point attempts so far. And how many trips down is it going to take the ORU defense to figure out to get a man on Krecklow on the outside?
16-2, Missouri State in the lead. Underneath, the little shot doesn't go. It was contested. Taking that shot, Javon White. Here come the Bears down court. This is Daquan Miller. Long rebound is pulled down by White, and he's hurt. He either hurt himself or he has a cramp. Now he's going to walk it off. He apparently feels okay. This is Javon White, at whom we're looking, number 25. There he is. He's slightly hobbled, but he wants to stay in the game.
He didn't play in the first game against Missouri State, so he's kind of an unknown quantity for the Missouri State Bears coaching staff. But then again, I had a chance to talk to Camyn Brown, one of the Coach Sutton's assistants and former assistant here at Missouri State with Barry Henson. And he said they really couldn't bother watching the tape from that first game much this week because so much has changed on this Missouri State team. Case in point, number 20 in the white, Ryan Krecklow, didn't even play in that game, and you can see what a huge difference he's making in the outcome so far tonight.
Foul charge to the Bears, and Missouri State's defense has been exemplary here in the early going. This is a level of defense that has not been manifested on the court here in recent games, but you see the Bears getting out and playing chest to chest with these kids.
No, it is absolute hustle so far by Missouri State, and there isn't a man on the floor of the 5 Paul Lusk puts out there that isn't putting out maximum effort right now.
Long pass is intercepted. This is Daquan Miller. Krecklow again. Rebound by McCullough, and he puts it in.
Tyler McCullough from Fayetteville, Arkansas. And Missouri State, that's what they've always wanted for the big man to do, to work hard down low, look for the second chance points, and he does it right there.
Long bomb from the corner doesn't go, and McCullough gets the rebound. Outlet pass to Krecklow. Underneath. And a foul committed upon the person, I believe, of Loomis Gehring.
Yeah, Daquan Jeffries that time was just out of control, trying to catch up to Gehring. Loomis just flat beat him, and then all of a sudden he has to fly over the top of him, and that'll be a foul here with 12:14 to go. Ned, the Oral Roberts scoring drought now at 6 minutes and almost 50 seconds now since that Albert Owens dunk. Still their only points, and Gehring still kind of having to walk off that collision with Jeffries.
He's going to take or ask at least for some relief here, because he apparently took a solid blow upside of the face, and he is hurting. Now he's going to walk over to the bench. You may or may not remember this, Corey, but there was a game here in town, these same 2 teams, and I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, in which Oral Roberts got off to about a 25-2 lead and smoked Missouri State in that game. It's one of those unusual circumstances that occurs in basketball, which a team just simply can't buy a basket. Of course, the Bears defense has something to do with this.
They've had a lot to do with it here in the early going, and there you see another quick foul on the Golden Eagles.
Camyn Boone being the fouled party, and the Bears will trigger again. This will be Dorian Williams who will do the triggering, and there you get a good look at Dorian on the baseline.
They gave Chris Martin the personal foul.
Jared Dixon in the ball game now for Missouri State. Krecklow to Dixon. Dixon takes a 3. Rebound pulled down by Camyn Boone, and he couldn't finish.
Boone had perfect position that time, but couldn't get the point-blank range shot to fall. That's the first one of those bunnies that Missouri State's missed tonight.
Aaron Anderson tried to pass. It's kicked out of bounds by Dorian Williams, and it will bring about another timeout. 11:45 remaining in the first half at the JQH Arena. It is Missouri State 18, Oral Roberts 2. This is The Valley on ESPN3.
Correct, I have a life mate. Is that consequential?
With whom are you communicating?
Jake from Planet State Farm.
Jake from Planet State Farm at 0300 hours. State your identity.
It is Jake from Planet State Farm, home of Discount Double Check.
Describe your apparel, Jake from Planet State Farm.
Khakis.
Khakis. Explain.
A dull earthly garment covering male extremities.
Sounds most appropriate.
Save mass quantities, even at 0300 hours. Get to a better state.
The madness starts at the Arch. The madness starts at the Arch. The madness starts at the Arch. It's the 2016 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Tournament, March 3rd through 6th at Scottrade Center. Don't miss any of the action as 10 Missouri Valley teams battle for an NCAA berth. Get your tickets and get to St. Louis for Arch Madness.
So here I am in the middle of nowhere with my customer, and I turn around and there's 3 rattlesnakes.
Oh, right at the good part.
Hey, Dave.
I got it.
I got it.
What? We got a meeting at noon.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Don't worry, Rob. You're covered. Okay, sorry. Where was I?
State Farm agents are there whenever you need them.
Welcome back to The Valley on ESPN3 from the JQH Arena, Springfield, Missouri. Missouri State versus Oral Roberts. I'm Ned Reynolds along with Corey Riggs. We did a little check of the record books, and it was late in the year 2012, December of 2012, that Oral Roberts came up here to the JQH Arena, and I think they hit the Bears with I think it was 23-2 at one time, and ended up winning the game by 20. Well, the situation is quite obviously, as you see on the score, 180 degrees reversed.
Makes the fans here in Springfield a lot happier as you take a look at the series history between these two teams. With the win in Tulsa, ORU now leads the all-time series 7-6. Missouri State, though, has the one-game edge on the all-time record playing here at home. You know, these two teams, this rivalry goes back a few years. The first game all the way back in 1984. The Bears lost that one by 5, 68-63 at ORU.
Golden Eagles from Tulsa have the basketball. That's Aaron Anderson, top of the key. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Here's a great move underneath, and the ball will not fall for the Golden Eagles. This one by Owens, and he was fouled on the play. Now, Albert Owens is the only individual to score tonight for Oral Roberts. He has the only 2 points, and it was a 100%er, a slam. And now he'll be going to the foul line for 2. This is Albert Owens, a sophomore from Cedar Hills, Texas.
He is not a 100% at the free throw line, 65%. You see that one carry him hard off the back of the iron. Tyler McCullough picks up the personal foul. Just lucky bounce that time. That rebound kicked right to Owens, and he went straight back at it.
The drought is broken with that second foul shot. Oral Roberts from the field, folks, from the field, is shooting 6%.
They are now 0 for 15 on their last 15 field goal attempts. And I tell you what, Ryan Kreklow is still in this game. In the early going, Coach Lusk is getting a lot of minutes and a lot of subs in and out of the game. But this freshman's still getting time, and he's going to try and knock down another 3, but misses on that one.
That's a nice play by Tyler McCullough, who goes high in the air and slams it off the shins of Aaron Anderson. Very heads-up play by the big kid, number 50. He's out of Fayetteville, Arkansas, listed at 6'11", probably goes in the neighborhood of 235 or 240. Coming off a shoulder surgery earlier this year and still in the process of rehabbing and getting over it, but seeing some playing time.
And to that end, he didn't even play in the first matchup against ORU.
Daquan Miller's three-pointer does not go. The ORU Golden Eagles have the basketball, trailing by 16 points.
I keep waiting for ORU to do what you would kind of think the easy play is here, which is flatten out and get an isolation play for Obi Emigano. He's their leading scorer. He's the second best in the nation in scoring with 262 points coming into tonight. And then the Bears give him second life here with the reach-in foul.
Owens goes into the post, and he was trying to make a move to the basket, but the Bears decided to foul him. The foul is charged to Missouri State, obviously, and Albert Owens will be going to the foul line again. Owens has the only 3 points of the night for the Golden Eagles. And this big 6'9" sophomore will have a couple of foul shots. I beg your pardon, it's a 1-and-1. It's a 1-and-1 circumstance.
And I tell you, this narrative goes right along with the way it went out in Tulsa back in November. Owens is already 2 of 5 at the free throw line now. Misses the second one. He had made a career high 6 free throws against Missouri State in that first meeting. So Missouri State definitely fouled him and made him earn them at the line as opposed to just giving up the high percentage shot in the low post.
Bears run a weave. That's Cam Boone. And this is Jared Dixon to Boone on the reverse. Boone can't get the shot off. Dixon will. And overshoots it, but the rebound to the Bears. But not for long. The ball goes skittering out of bounds, and it's off the feet of Oral Roberts. It'll be Missouri State's basketball.
And that's just one of those freshman mistakes there. Obadiah Church had position, had the rebound, didn't need to bring it back out. Young man just take it back up strong and either make it or get fouled.
Long rebound comes off to the Bears, to Obadiah Church. And now Dorian Williams will stand out at center court with under 10 minutes remaining and set the Bears offense in motion.
Bears already have 17 rebounds on the game, too. Church has 4, and so does Dorian Williams.
There is a nice move by Dorian Williams, the aforementioned guard, and the Bears had 2 on the board. It's 20-4, Missouri State.
Dorian Williams now 4 is the magic number. He's got 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Williams just stuffing the stat line tonight already.
A baby hook shot falls for Albert Owens, who now has 6 points, and that's what Oral Roberts has. 6 points, all belonging to Albert Owens.
The Golden Eagles, a whopping 2 of 17 from the floor here in the first half.
This is Cam Boone. Now Williams, he'll take it into the paint and take the jump shot.
Boy, Dorian Williams is feeling it right now. He is just in a groove. Williams, 6 points, leads all scores. Bears getting a really nice balanced attack on the offensive side of the floor to start this one.
Bradley misses the shot. Rebound underneath by Oral Roberts. Shot goes wide, and here's a solo move by Daquan Miller for the Bears.
Jared Dixon that time, Ned, did a great job seeing the floor. Daquan Miller, the junior, anticipates, and it's an easy trip to the rim.
That has to be music to the ears and golden visions to the eyes of Paul Lusk, that fast break. Here's a hook shot underneath, no good. Here come the Bears again.
Well, the Bears just haven't seen a lot of points in transition, but they're about to get 2 more here.
They sure are, and that is a beautiful move by Obadiah Church. And timeout is called. It is 26-6. Missouri State 26, Oral Roberts 6. This is a 30-second timeout, and now it will be changed. It's going to be a full timeout. So we will take a break here with 8:12 remaining in the first half. That's right, 26-6, Missouri State. This is the Valley on ESPN3.
Man, real talk. Be who you are. And do what you feel. Because those who mind don't matter. And those who matter, they don't mind at all. You still here?
You've been eye-guzzling that show for 58 episodes. But oh God, there they are, the final credits. You've fallen into a show hole. The struggle could not be more real. Why even have a TV? Then you see it. Amazon Fire TV's vast library of best shows ever. So long, show hole!
With Pizza Hut's $6.99 any deal, I can get a meat lovers and they can get all the fresh vegetables they want. No more compromise.
Bring home the flavor with America's no-compromise pizza deal. Get any 2 medium pizzas with any quality toppings, any crust, any specialty, just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
It is the Valley on ESPN3. This is the JQH Arena Springfield, and that is the correct score. Missouri State 26, Oral Roberts 6. Corey Riggs, we talked in the early going about how the Bears guards had to produce. They had not in recent games. What's the situation tonight?
The last time out in Tulsa, Ned, 8.7 rebounds, 7 assists combined for Dorian Williams and Daquan Miller. Tonight, a completely different script. 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. They've already scored more in this game. They're right nearing their rebound and assist numbers, and we're only at the 8-minute mark of the first half. This has been a runaway by Missouri State here in the early going.
More than half of this game, or first half, has been played. 6 points for Oral Roberts and 6 all by the same person, Albert Owens. Oral Roberts is shooting 10% from the field. Good gracious. This is the aforementioned Owens with the ball on the post. That's Cam Boone on him. He's double teamed. Now tries a pass. It's errant. The Bears steal it. Up court comes Missouri State. Behind the back pass attempted by Dorian Williams with Obadiah Church, and it did not go, but the ball's knocked out of bounds by the Golden Eagles.
Dorian was out of control that time, just a little too fast. He tried to scoop it over to the big freshman, but the Bears keep the ball here, so they've still got another shot, 26 on the shot clock.
This is Williams who triggers, and he finds Ryan Krecklow here at the top of the key. Now Daquan Miller, Krecklow. They each set like they're going to shoot. Krecklow is going to shoot. Rebound pulled down by Oral Roberts, and here come the Golden Eagles flying down court.
Yeah, Krecklow's not 0 for 1 from 3 tonight, but he is 0 for 1 from NBA range 3.
Albert Owens can't get the shot, does get the rebound. Loses it temporarily. Now Bradley has it, and here's Owens again.
And that was a lot of what the Bears saw in the first matchup in Tulsa. Owens went for 14 points in that game. He's got all 8 of Oral Roberts tonight, but he's very good with the ball in his hands down on that left block or the right block.
Williams looks for a screen. Now Krecklow. Into the lane goes Krecklow. Freeze for Church, who goes to the hole. Reversed by Obadiah Church.
Oh, that was fancy, Ned. That was fancy. The freshman dropped his head, drove the baseline, didn't let anything stop him. The reverse up and under for 2 more. Church now with 7 points and 4 rebounds. And there's another turnover by ORU, and that was the big problem for Missouri State the last time out. 17 turnovers against the Eagles. Instead, tonight, turnovers relatively low, 2 for each team.
And all Coach Scott Sutton can do is put his hands in his face and say, come on, what is going on? This kid Church, that kind of a move underneath the basket, that's not coach, folks.
No.
That comes from years and years and years of playing on the playgrounds, summertime. Hey, you practice that.
Well, that's what you love about the bigs. You don't start 6'9".
Cam Boone on a great feed from Obadiah Church.
And there's just no aspect of the freshman's game that isn't progressing on a weekly basis for this team. He can score, he can rebound, he's unselfish. There's nothing not to like about Obadiah Church. A great future for the Missouri State Bears, a great future in the Missouri Valley Conference.
The ORU team is completely out of sync. That's Daquan Jeffries. Now Amegano, he loses the ball, battle for it at center court. There is a struggle. Amegano and 3 Missouri State Bears going after the basketball. And a foul is going to be charged to Missouri State.
They say that Krecklow wrapped him up at the bottom of the pile, but I tell you what, for me, all I can say is look at the maximum effort you're getting out of this Missouri State Bears team. Dorian Williams with the tap out, then Krecklow gets on top. They're fighting for it. It's a little bit of a scrum. It's kind of like a dog pile in football, and Krecklow gets the foul. Amegano is going to have his first chance to score tonight. This young man's the number 2 scorer in the nation, averages almost 24 points a game. This free throw may be the first point of the night for him.
And it is the first point of the night. Obi Amegano is from Edmond, Oklahoma, and as Corey mentioned, he is one of the top scorers in America, number 2 in the nation. But that is only 9 points for ORU tonight, 30-9, make it 30-10 as Amegano pours home his second. So Owens and Amegano are the only players to score for ORU. And now here's pressure applied by the Golden Eagles.
And I kind of thought the last couple of trips down that we'd start to see this from Coach Sutton. So finally the Golden Eagles decide to dial up some full court pressure, and Missouri State benefits by going ahead and getting a foul. As you see what's going on scoring-wise so far tonight, those 2 points on rest of team, those just came at the free throw line from Obi Amegano.
This is Daquan Miller, fakes his man, now finds Jared Dixon in the right corner. This is Obadiah Church. The Bears have 15 seconds on the shot clock. Miller will back it up to center court. Nice spin move, doesn't go. Battle for the rebound, and that is the Bears' 9th team foul here in the first half. Oral Roberts has committed only 5, but I think that's probably testimony, Corey, to the aggressive defense that Missouri State has played and their work on the board.
Well, I think you said it earlier, Ned. This is some defensive intensity that Missouri State has not shown to this point in the campaign. They have been all over the Golden Eagles tonight to the tune of a 20-point lead now. Bradley will have his first chance at the line.
This is Jared Bradley. He is from Norfolk, Nebraska, and he gets his first points of the night.
Spent 1 year at Northeast Community College where he averaged 17 points a game, dropped 42 points one night before transferring to ORU.
30-12 is the score. Missouri State with the advantage. Double team on Daquan Miller, and he is fouled, and it's Jeffries who commits the foul. That'll be team foul number 6. We are not yet in a shooting situation for Missouri State, so the Bears will be inbounding.
Ryan Krecklow will check back in for Coach Paul Lusk, and that's just another one of those hand check fouls that you see so often now as you try to make sure that players have that freedom of movement. They want all these players now, the offense to tick up and have those opportunities to score that NCAA believes that's what the fans want to see.
Cam Boone cutting underneath. The pass was errant, and basketball possession will belong to Oral Roberts. That's Jalen Dixon down court. The ball goes off the knee of Ryan Krecklow. It's Aaron Young who had possession for Oral Roberts. And this will be Amegano who will trigger for the Golden Eagles. 4:51 remaining in the first half. Aaron Young. Jump shot Amegano. That one doesn't go, and here comes Missouri State.
Obi Amegano better than 45% shooting from the floor this season, but tonight 0 for 3 from the floor. The team still shooting 13%, 3 of 23.
Here's a re-steal and a move to Boone, who scores underneath. Well, that was a very fortunate move for Missouri State. They lost the basketball. Krecklow regained it, kept his poise, and then feeds Cam Boone, who is fouled on the play.
That's great vision by a freshman. You know, what you've seen so far, Cam Boone, that's a great finish, but that's what you expect from a senior. Cam is a leader on this team. He's a strong player down in the block, but what a great job by Ryan Krecklow to have active hands, then to spot Boone out of the corner of his eyes and deliver a perfect pass to a cutting Camyn Boone.
He didn't lose poise when he made the bad pass and stood right in that passing lane and regained possession. 32-12, Missouri State has the lead. Under 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. This is the JQH Arena, Springfield, Missouri. Here's Aaron Young. He'll take it to the hole, and Young scores and is fouled on the play. That's Aaron Young. That's a very nice move by Aaron Young. Banged it in off the glass and draws the foul. And that is team foul number 10 on Missouri State.
Aaron Young knows how to get points. So he tries to convert the and one here and does. A career high 26 points against another Missouri Valley Conference school, Loyola, when they played them in the CBI last year.
Nice move to Boone underneath. And on the back door, Cam Boone scores for Missouri State. Boone has 8 points to lead all scorers.
4 of 5 shooting, and Missouri State forces another turnover here. The turnovers have been even, about 4 each side. Now 5 turnovers for ORU and only 4 for Missouri State, but the ORU defense is going to have to slam the back door shut on this cutting Cam Boone play, and here he comes again.
And that is 10 points for Cam Boone, the senior leader on this ball club. And Missouri State's lead at 36-15.
Boone's 10 leads all scorers. Albert Owens pacing the Golden Eagles with 8.
High for the rebound goes the aforementioned Boone on the miss by Jalen Bradley. This is Krecklow to the hole. Does not fall. Rebound pulled down by the Bears, and a foul on the play. And it is Cam Boone who draws the foul, and that brings about another timeout. We'll take a timeout with 3:07 remaining in the first half. All Missouri State. Bears 36, Oral Roberts 15. This is The Valley on ESPN3.
The magical moments and epic performances. The spectacle and pageantry of NCAA March Madness. The road to the Final Four continues through St. Louis. Be there to share the experience with your family and friends. The NCAA Men's Basketball Championship first and second rounds, March 18th and 20th at Scott Trade Center in St. Louis. Visit ncaa.com/MBB tickets to score your championship tickets today.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you.
We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs.
We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, State Farm is there.
Missouri State University's public affairs mission emphasizes cultural competence, ethical leadership, and community engagement, giving students a solid foundation for success. Living and learning at MSU is accessible and affordable, helping educational investments yield lifelong returns. With a wide range of student activities and leadership opportunities, the future starts now at Missouri State. Follow your passion, find your place at Missouri State University.
Back in Springfield, Missouri, as you take a look at the veteran coach Scott Sutton talking to his players, saying, boys, I do not understand what's going on. And in all fairness, it has been an inexplicable situation here at the JQH Arena. Missouri State leading at 36-15 and out shooting Oral Roberts from the field 55% to 16. 16% is all Oral Roberts has been able to shoot. Corey, I think you made a very cogent point. Missouri State has not played this kind of tempo all season long. High watermark for the year is 88 points. Came against a fellow Summit League team, IUPUI, this last week. And now Missouri State has just run up and down the court on this Golden Eagles team.
Well, I think it's still a learning process for this team and this coaching staff, and they're figuring out what all the pieces can do now. Again, a young Bears team with freshmen in the form of Church and Krecklow, and tonight they're getting contributions from all aspects up and down the bench and the starting five.
This is Cam Boone for the three-point play, and I beg your pardon, it's not. It's a conventional two-pointer. It's 11 points for Boone tonight.
Cam, a 76% free throw shooter, and he's perfect at the line there. He's 2 for 3 tonight at the free throw line. So right at his average here in the first half.
Here's a three-point shot from the corner that rims out, no good. That tells it all for Oral Roberts. They haven't been able to make anything fall tonight, and the Bears have the long rebound. This is Dorian Williams up court. That's Cam Boone back outside to Dorian Williams. Here's Boone again. He'll take the jump shot. He'll hit the jump shot. That's Cam Boone, who has 14 points. This is only 15 points for Oral Roberts in the game. Boone has almost outscored the entire team himself. What is the low for ORU this year?
Oral Roberts' low and a half has been 22 points so far, and they are definitely going to be flirting with that with less than 3 minutes to go here. But they go back to the big man, Albert Owens, and he's been the only positive so far in the first half for Scott Sutton. He's been good in the low post.
Of the 17 Oral Roberts points, Owens has 10 of them.
And the others all came, for the most part, from the free throw line. A lot of them Megano and Anderson with 4 made free throws.
That's McCullough, misses his shot in the post, and the Golden Eagles, and Megano is the individual who has that rebound. About a minute and a half remaining in the first half.
There's just not very many statistical categories right now that the Bears aren't ahead in, including rebounding, as you see that when they're 23-16.
This is Jared Dixon. Oh, and he is fouled hard as he goes to the goal. Do they call a flagrant?
I was watching the back official to see if there was going to be any commentary on this. Watch it again here, coming straight into our camera. It's a good foul and a good call there. It's the difference between making sure that he doesn't get the shot off and it being a hard foul. So nothing erroneous there from Megano, and it will put Dixon at the line here. You see the 6'3" freshman,
who is 5 of 7 from the foul line, make it 6 of 8. This is Jared Dixon. Brother Michael played for Missouri and then later for the University of Memphis. Dixon, a freshman from Lee's Summit and a very good scorer.
73% at the free throw line, averaging just under 5 points a game so far this season, but misses the second.
117 and counting, 41-17, Missouri State leading it. That's Conley with the ball. He'll take it to the hole, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, and is fouled on the play. Fans don't like that one.
We've seen our fair share of reach-in fouls tonight, and that's exactly what the call is here. And because of the fact that the only problem Missouri State's having right now is the fouls there, as you see the replay, it'll immediately send the Golden Eagles back to the free throw line.
Bears have already committed 10 fouls. This is Brandon Conley, and he gets that first one. Conley out of Fort Worth, Texas. (41-19), Missouri State leading as we hit the 1 minute mark. Dixon on the high-low to Cam Boone. Boone outside. This is McCullough. Now they'll back it out again with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Williams takes the shot.
Dorian Williams has been fantastic here in the first half. 8 points. He's only got the 1 miss, 4 of 5 from the floor, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a big reason why Missouri State is steeped to this monster 43-19 advantage.
4-second difference on the shot clock and game clock. Long bomb from the corner, sails home, and that is Chris Martin who hit that one for Oral Roberts. A tray, and it's 43-22, and the Bears will take the last shot of the first half.
That's their first triple of the night, Ned. Martin, a 33% shooter from beyond the arc, and that one was sweet.
And the shot falls for Jared Dixon, and that ends an unbelievable first half for Missouri State University, and the fans show their appreciation. We have completed the first 20 minutes of play from the JQH Arena. It is Missouri State 45, Oral Roberts 22, and this is The Valley on ESPN3.
Man, real talk, be who you are and do what you feel. Because those who mind don't matter. And those who matter, they don't mind at all. You still here?
You've been undercover 3 months. Don't forget what side you're on.
These guys think they're crusaders with a worthy cause.
We give more than we take.
They find that you're FBI, they will kill you.
Bounty, stop! People see what they want to see.
We're all gonna die. The only question is how.
Point Break, rated PG-13, December 25th. You've been eye-guzzling that show for 58 episodes. But oh God, there they are, the final credits. You've fallen into a show hole. The struggle could not be more real. Why even have a TV? Then you see it. Amazon Fire TV's vast library of best shows ever. So long, showhole!
With Pizza Hut's $6.99 any deal, I can get a meat lovers and they can get all the fresh vegetables they want. No more compromise.
Bring home the flavor with America's no-compromise pizza deal. Get any 2 medium pizzas with any quality toppings, any crust, any specialty, just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
You do all this research on the perfect car. Gas mileage, horsepower, torque ratios. 3 spreadsheets later, you finally bring home the one. Then smash it into a tree. Your insurance company's all too happy to raise your rates. Maybe you should have done a little more research on them.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
It is halftime in Springfield, Missouri, and this has been among the most frenetic first halves ever for Missouri State. The shooting percentages say it all. 57% for the Bears, 20% for Oral Roberts. And there's the score, Missouri State 45, Oral Roberts 22. Missouri State hit 19 of 33 from the field, 19 of 33. And the defense has produced all measure of turnovers. As a result, a first half overwhelming performance by Missouri State. 45-22, the Bears lead the Golden Eagles. It is halftime in Springfield, Missouri. Much more coming up, and this is The Valley on ESPN3.
This Christmas, shop Dix.com from any device, anywhere, anytime for 12 days of deals. Save up to 50% on outerwear and NCAA hoodies. Select Reebok, only $19.98. Camyn socks, buy one, get one free. New deals every day from all the best brands. Every holiday season starts at Dix.
With Pizza Hut's $6.99 any deal, I can get a meat lovers and they can get all the fresh vegetables they want. No more compromise.
Bring home the flavor with America's no-compromise pizza deal. Get any 2 medium pizzas with any quality toppings, any crust, any specialty, just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
You do all this research on the perfect car. Gas mileage, horsepower, torque ratios. 3 spreadsheets later, you finally bring home the one. Then smash it into a tree. Your insurance company's all too happy to raise your rates. Maybe you should have done a little more research on them.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
The best thing I say is just like finishing around the basket or scoring. And I like to pass too. And I also like to dunk. I got along with the coaches, so that was nice. It seemed like it was a good program to join. I really liked the Q, so that was another part of it. And the campus was nice. And it was just in an area that I'd never been in before, so I just thought that'd be cool too. Enjoyed like the friendships and stuff that I built. There's a lot of nice people on campus, and there's a lot of different activities and stuff to do. Like people always playing at the soccer fields or playing volleyball or at the rec center. So there's always something to keep me occupied. So I enjoy that.
It's not a TV. It's not a tablet. It's entertainment reimagined. Introducing the Galaxy View from Samsung.
This holiday, I can count on someone's kid mistaking me for Santa.
I am so sorry. Come on, sweetie. Oh, no.
And knowing right when my packages arrive.
Introducing real-time delivery notifications. One more reason this is our season.
With Pizza Hut's $6.99 any deal, I can get a meat lovers and they can get all the fresh vegetables they want. No more compromise.
Bring home the flavor with America's no-compromise pizza deal. Get any 2 medium pizzas with any quality toppings, any crust, any specialty, just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Wireless networks are awesome. They're big, fast, and dependable. And at Net10 Wireless, we let you tweet, text, talk, and surf on those amazing nationwide networks without getting locked into a pricey phone contract. America's best 4G LTE networks for a lot less. That's wireless your way. Unlimited talk, text, and data for just $40 a month. And now Android smartphones start at just $19.99, or bring your own phone. Net10 Wireless.
Delighted to have you with us on this Wednesday evening at the JQH Arena, Springfield, Missouri, home of Missouri State University's Bears and Lady Bears. And setting for tonight's game, I'm Ned Reynolds with Corey Riggs. It is a halftime score of 45-22, Missouri State. And Corey, we talked in the early going about a senior, Cam Boone, how he leads the team. He certainly has come to the fore tonight.
Oh, he absolutely has, leading all scorers tonight with 14 points. And as you see some of the video from the first half, Camyn Boone came to work tonight here at JQH Arena, and he showed us a little bit of everything. He showed us the outside game. The inside game has really been where it's at tonight. He has been great when he's been attacking the basket, and that's why his shot percentage is so high. He's 6 of 7 tonight because almost everything he's taken has been right at the rim. A couple of pull-ups. And
this Christmas, shop Dix.com from any device, anywhere, anytime for 12 days of deals. Save up to 50% on outerwear and NCAA hoodies. Select Reebok, only $19.98. Camyn socks, buy one, get one free. New deals every day from all the best brands. Every holiday season starts at Dix.
ESPN, home of the New Year's Six and the college football playoff.
The floor has been incredible tonight for the Bears, but on the offensive end, they've been running, they've been getting breakaways. They haven't gotten this many transition points, I don't think, all season.
Oral Roberts is shooting only 20% in the first half. Some of that, of course, is bad luck, but also some attributable to Missouri State's very tight chest-to-chest defense and forcing some very bad shots. The Bears are coming back out. These are the leading scorers. Corey, look at that kid, Owens. He has 10 of the Oral Roberts points tonight.
Well, there was a point where they only had 8 points, and all 8 were Albert Owens. He's been a high percentage shooter all night. Nice little turnaround jump shot a couple of times. He's made some free throws, and then obviously we've talked about Boone. 14 points, leads all scorers, only 1 miss at the free throw line, and he played all but 3 minutes in the first half for Missouri State.
When you take a look at the Oral Roberts scoring too, you have Obi Amegano, who is the leading scorer not only on this team, but on the number 2 in the nation, and he's had a terrible night tonight.
Yeah, 262 points coming into tonight. Now he has 264 because he only has 2 free throws. As you see some of the team numbers, Missouri State shot lights out, 57.6%. Not so well at the free throw line. Obviously, Oral Roberts, that's always a mark of a Scott Sutton coach team. They like to get fouled. They like to go the line. They go 9 of 13. Points in the paint, a big part of that Cam Boone and those slashing backdoor cuts to the basket, and then the Bears out-rebound them 23-18.
And the 10 points by Oral Roberts underneath is Albert Owens. He did it all. All right, these are some of the highlights, and you'll see mostly Missouri State. Daquan Miller shooting from there. This team was on fire. That's for a long time in the first half. They were the only 2 points Oral Roberts had.
For about 7 minutes, Ned, and then Camyn Boone with the answer on the other end. The guard play has been spectacular. The freshman, Ryan Kreklow, there with one of his 2 threes. Here's the other, the former Columbia Rockbridge Bruin, now a Missouri State Bear. And then getting contributions from everywhere off the bench. You saw Tyler McCullough getting points, and there's one of those runouts we talk about, Daquan Miller with the big finish.
That has to be a hugely pleasant sight to Paul Lusk. That fast break, the quick outlets, it makes a difference. Tulsa was able to do that against the Bears. The Bears are doing it to Oral Roberts. It is a 45-22 lead for Missouri State at halftime. We're about to begin the second half of action. It is great to have you with us on ESPN. Please stay right where you are.
Okay, Google, play some music I can dance to.
This holiday, I can count on my Aunt Judy once again going off list. And knowing right when my packages arrive. So that's 2 things.
Introducing real-time delivery notifications. Sign up at myusps.com.
This Christmas, shop Dix.com from any device, anywhere, anytime for 12 days of deals. Save up to 50% on outerwear and NCAA hoodies. Select Reebok, only $19.98. Camyn socks, buy one, get one free. New deals every day from all the best brands. Every holiday season starts at Dix.
It's complicated.
The all-new BMW X1.
Wireless networks are awesome. They're big, fast, and dependable. And at Net10 Wireless, we let you tweet, text, talk, and surf on those amazing nationwide networks without getting locked into a pricey phone contract. America's best 4G LTE networks for a lot less. That's wireless your way. Unlimited talk, text, and data for just $40 a month. And now Android smartphones start at just $19.99, or bring your own phone. Net10 Wireless.
You've been eye-guzzling that show for 58 episodes. But oh God, there they are, the final credits. You've fallen into a show hole. The struggle could not be more real. Why even have a TV? Then you see it. Amazon Fire TV's vast library of best shows ever. So long, show hole!
When we launched the new Wendy's 4-for-4 meal, people really thought it was a big deal. With a junior bacon cheeseburger, 4 nuggets, fries, and a Coke, who wouldn't like this? Maybe her. We kind of stole the thunder from her engagement photo.
That's rude.
Sorry.
The Wendy's 4-for-4 meal. It's bigger than we thought.
Second 20 minutes of action about to commence at the JQH Arena, Springfield, Missouri. Missouri State versus Oral Roberts, and we welcome you back to ESPN 3. The Valley on ESPN 3. Here you see Paul Lusk of Missouri State. I'm Ned Reynolds along with Corey Riggs. 45-22, Missouri State, I should say, leading Oral Roberts in this ball game. A complete turnaround from the contest that was held in Tulsa, Oklahoma to start the season.
Yep, in that game, Missouri State had 17 turnovers by the time the game was over. Tonight, a huge difference. Only 4 first-half turnovers for Missouri State. They forced 6 by Oral Roberts, and then you see the points off those turnovers. Missouri State capitalized to the tune of 9 points. They've got the 45-22 advantage. Missouri State's biggest point output in a half this year, 55 points in the second half, and a come-from-behind victory over another Summit League team, IUPUI.
That game was a week ago tomorrow night in town, and a very interesting contest because in that one, IUPUI had the lead at halftime by, I believe, 9 points, and the Bears came back to win that one. All right, Brandon Conley inbounds, and we're underway with Oral Roberts here in the second half. The Bears had won the opening tip, and now ORU gets possession here to begin the second stanza of action.
Missouri State had to work without the services of their super sophomore from Willard, Chris Kendricks, with 2 fouls in the first half. He starts here in the second half, and we'll see how he helps the offense as we go along.
Brandon Conley missed the shot underneath. That's been the the nature of Oral Roberts' offensive attack tonight. They have not been able to get that ball to roll home. 45-22, Missouri State leading. Daquan Miller on the feed to Cam Boone for the reverse layup, and it does not fall. Rolls in and out, and Conley pulls off the rebound. And the foul is committed. That was Aaron Anderson who took it to the hole, scores, and is fouled on the play, and he'll get an attempt at a conventional three-pointer. So first blood is drawn here by Oral Roberts, although did they count the goal? Yes, they did.
And here's the difference in philosophy for Scott Sutton's Golden Eagles. Second half adjustments already here. Anderson attacking the goal right off the bat. Didn't see a lot of guards attacking the rim in the first half. It was more perimeter passing and then trying to feed the ball down low into their big post, Albert Owens. Owens had success in the first half, but that's really the first time you've seen the guards attack the rim on that end of the court.
Daquan Miller has his shot rejected, and here comes Oral Roberts up court. And this is Aaron Anderson who brings it up. It's a 20-point lead for Missouri State. This is Bradley from long distance. Shot is way off the top of the backboard, and now a foul is called on the Golden Eagles, and I think it's Conley who is charged with the foul. Now let's backtrack on that. They didn't call a foul. They called the ball out of bounds. It hit the shot clock.
You say it bounced up and hit the metal portion on the top there between the shot clock and the backboard.
Dorian Williams, and off with the rebound is Aaron Anderson.
Well, Missouri State couldn't miss in the first half, Ned, and Oral Roberts couldn't buy a basket. And here in the second half, both teams struggling until the big man shows a little of that mid-range jumper, and Owens has had a great night so far. He's got 12 points now. He had 14 in the first meeting.
So the first 4 points of the second half go to ORU. Here's a high-low pass to Cam Boone underneath. He'll take the shot up, and he will score. Cam Boone scoring for the Bears.
What a great job that time by Boone. He had to use the left side of his body to kind of block out Brandon Conley, and he's still able to get that high shot up with the right hand and have it spin home.
Amegano misses the shot. The long rebound comes down to the Golden Eagles, and Amegano takes it to the hole and scores. Obi Amegano, and that's 4 points for him tonight.
He was the preseason Summit Player of the Year. Was an all-conference player a year ago. And so many big things expected, and he's done so much. He scored 29 points against the Sooners in Norman.
And was really all the offense for the Oral Roberts team. This is Daquan Miller. Now Dorian Williams for three. It comes up short, and off for the rebound comes Oral Roberts' Brandon Conley. And now the Golden Eagles feeling a little comeback. Here is Conley taking the jump shot and pouring it home. That's Brandon Conley.
Now Missouri State defensively has not come out with the same intensity that they started the game with, and I'll be surprised if we go one more empty possession down on this end of the floor for Missouri State before we see a timeout from Paul Lusk.
This is Boone. Now here is Daquan Miller. And that's overshot. And Jalen Bradley comes up with the ball. And Oral Roberts running with the ball. Amegano has his shot rejected, and they're going to whistle will stop the play. And what do we have? The ball apparently out of bounds off the hands of Missouri State.
Obadiah Church, the freshman, had 10 rebounds and 5 block shots in the season opener against these Golden Eagles. There, he tips that one out of bounds.
So the Golden Eagles get possession. 24 seconds on the shot clock. That's Jalen Bradley. Now Aaron Anderson and Bradley. Bradley will reverse to Amegano. That shot comes up short, and the Bears have the rebound. And this is Dorian Williams who will lead the break. Obadiah Church, and he is pushed on the play, and with 16-12 remaining in the first half, Oral Roberts has been charged with their first team foul.
That was your mirror numbers there. Obadiah Church wears 5, and Brandon Conley from Fort Worth, Texas, a senior, trying to guard him. We saw Church throw down that great baseline move back in the first half. The head fake there that time, Conley bid on it and went ahead and fouled him before he could drive the baseline.
Krecklow into the ball game, triggers for the Bears. 27 seconds on the shot clock. This is Chris Kendricks, and he dumps one home, does Chris Kendricks, his first 2 points of the ball game.
2 early fouls kept Chris Kendricks out of the offensive flow of the first half, but he comes right in here in the second half and immediately hits the scorebook.
all by himself for a slam is Brandon Conley.
Wow, Conley threw that one down with authority. He had 10 points and 11 rebounds versus Oklahoma. He and Amegano were really the only things Coach Sutton had working that night, and that was a big-time dunk there.
Cam Boone can't get the shot to fall, and Oral Roberts quickly down court. Aaron Anderson. And Anderson is going to be the victim of a foul, and that'll bring about a timeout. With 15:30 remaining in the game, Missouri State 49, Oral Roberts 33, and this is The Valley on ESPN3.
The administrators, educators,
coaches, and fans of the Missouri Valley Conference
expect nothing but the best from their teams.
And the Valley student athletes take pride in exceeding that expectation.
On the field, on the court,
on the track,
and in the classroom.
Celebrating academic and athletic excellence for more than 100 years.
We are the Missouri Valley Conference.
Correct, I have a life mate. Is that consequential?
With whom are you communicating?
Jake from Planet State Farm.
Jake from Planet State Farm at 0300 hours. State your identity.
It is Jake from Planet State Farm, home of Discount Double Check.
Describe your apparel, Jake from Planet State Farm.
Khakis.
Khakis. Explain.
A dull earthly garment covering male extremities.
Sounds most appropriate.
Save mass quantities, even at 0300 hours. Get to a better state.
The madness starts at the Arch. The madness starts at the Arch. The madness starts at the Arch. It's the 2016 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Tournament, March 3rd through 6th at Scottrade Center. Don't miss any of the action as 10 Missouri Valley teams battle for an NCAA berth. Get your tickets and get to St. Louis for Arch Madness.
In the very early minutes of the second half at the JQH Arena, Oral Roberts' shooting percentage is reversed from what it had been. Corey, it was dismal in the first half, a little bit better here in the second half.
50%. I'd say that's a lot better for a team that shot, and it took a lot in the end of the first half to get it up to 28%. Conversely, Missouri State 2 of 7 in this half, 28.6%, 21 of 40 overall in the game. And it's not that Missouri State's out to a cold start. It's just as well as they shot the ball in the first half, that's hard to sustain the same way it's hard to be as snake bit as Oral Roberts was and shoot as poorly. And that those scripts have changed here in the early going of the second half.
Golden Eagles missed an awful lot of easy shots in that first half. All right, second half action at 15:27 remaining in the second half. That's Aaron Anderson, top of the key. Conley. He'll take it to the hole, and he will miss the shot underneath. But he gets the rebound and still misses, and is going to be called for an offensive foul. Oral Roberts called for an offensive foul underneath.
He and Obadiah Church were doing battle again down low, number 5 and number 5. And that time, Obadiah Church was able to get position. Conley commits the foul, his second personal.
This is Williams with the basketball, and now he passes off to Church. Krecklow will now direct the attack. That's Ryan Krecklow.
Been a lot of man-to-man defense in this one too, Ned.
Look at Cam Boone. Somehow he lost his man on defense, and Cam Boone slams it home.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to talk about. The man-to-man defense has been employed by both of these teams, and Cam Boone just slipped his man and slid right to the rim for a two-handed jam.
18 points for Camyn Boone. Here's a three-point bomb that sails home for Aaron Anderson, and that's 6 points for him tonight.
That is ORU's second made three of the night. They're 2 of 10 from beyond the arc.
Here's another pick and a move by Cam Boone, and he is battered hard. Krecklow runs down the ball, and Krecklow draws the foul.
Yeah, Jalen Bradley, the Norfolk, Nebraska junior, reached in and fouled Krecklow, but everybody inside this arena wanted to see this one again. They thought Cam Boone was going to get a chance. He throws it down with two hands. Two big dunks here in the early going here in the second half.
14-16 remaining in the ball game. Here's a long pass to Kendricks right at midcourt, and Kendricks rescues it. 25 seconds on the shot clock for the Bears. Williams looks for Kendricks. Kendricks will take it to the lane, now give to Boone. And here is a drive to the hole and a feed to Boone, who misses the shot but draws the foul.
An acrobatic move by the big 6'6" forward that time. Cam Boone plays to the contact, spins, tries to go over the shoulder here. Keeps his eyes on the rim, but he'll have to make him at the charity stripe, where so far tonight, Cam Boone's been 2 of 3.
Corey, had he thrown that down, this arena would have fallen apart.
Would have got a nice reaction.
19 for Cam Boone tonight.
Aaron Anderson checks back into the ball game for ORU, going to give Brandon Conley a seat after picking up the foul.
Doesn't get the second one. It's 52-36, Missouri State leading. McCullough getting set to report in for Missouri State. This is Anderson, top of the key, directing the ORU attack. Now to the hole goes Jeffries, misses the shot, and high for the rebound goes Kendricks.
Chris Kendricks got that rebound emphatically. He was about a head taller than everybody else when he went up for it.
Boone can't get it to fall, and Missouri State is not quite as torrid as they were in the first half.
Well, it's just not the play that Cam had success with, and now we'll have an offensive foul against ORU.
And that is team foul number 5 on the Golden Eagles. We still have just under 13 and a half minutes remaining in this game. Boone will leave the contest.
Well, pretty much everything has kind of reversed from the first half to the second half. It was the Bears that got in foul trouble early in the first 20 minutes. This time, conversely, now you've got ORU seeing the fouls mount.
Dorian Williams, alley-oop, and an alley-oop is scored by Obadiah Church.
Obadiah Church leads this team in a couple statistical categories, but the statistical category of leading the team in dunks is what got all these Bear fans to their feet.
Long three-point shot doesn't go. McCullough with the rebound. That's what can happen when a team applies a full-court trap press like Oral Roberts did. You break that press, and you're very vulnerable down at the offensive end. Dorian Williams' jump shot does not go, and the rebound pulled down by Oral Roberts.
Sutton's Golden Eagles only used that press for a short time in the first half, and here I don't think it'll last very long either. Missouri State forces another takeaway here, and now Dorian Williams lets the air out of the ball a little bit, and they'll just walk it up.
12 and a half minutes remaining in the game. Missouri State leading. Here's Kendricks from long range.
And that was literally man down right there. His defender slipped right in front of him. It was a golden opportunity to take a shot from long range.
That three-pointer thrown in by Daquan Jeffries, and they are his first points of the game. It is 54-39, Missouri State leading as we approach the 12-minute mark. This is Krecklow, loses the ball underneath, and the Golden Eagles on the quick break. Here's Jeffries to the hole and throws the ball over the backboard, but he was fouled at the same time.
Dorian Williams chased him down there at the end, and he'll pick up the foul, but a nice break that time by the Golden Eagles to get out the ball barely touched the floor, going from the top of the circle all the way down to the other end, and it will put Daquan Jeffries, the 6'5" freshman, on the line.
He is from Edmond, Oklahoma, as are a number of other of these Golden Eagles.
You've got two guys, Ned and Aaron Young and Obi Amegano, that are both from Edmond, Oklahoma Memorial High School. And then you got Daquan Jeffries and Aaron Anderson, both from Edmond, Oklahoma, but from Santa Fe High School. And the Santa Fe guys rattled off 2 back-to-back Class 6A state titles in Oklahoma.
Second shot coming up now for Daquan Jeffries. That is 5 points tonight for Jeffries, all coming here in the second half. 54-41 is the Bears lead with 12:01 remaining.
And a short breather for Cam Boone, who has been such a major part of the offense all night tonight. He sees his break end quickly. He and his 19 points check back in as the Bears try to break the full court press, and no problems this time for Missouri State.
Boone throws it to McCullough, who's underneath and scores. Tyler McCullough of Missouri State. He has 4 points, and he shook himself free underneath, again a result of that trap press.
And McCullough's seen limited minutes, didn't play the first time these two teams met, coming off the injury, and has 4 points tonight. He only averages about 1.5 points a game.
That was a nice move by the kid from Norfolk, Nebraska, Jalen Bradley, and here's a whistle stopping the action and a foul committed by ORU. 11:23 remaining in the game. It's Missouri State 56, Oral Roberts 43. You're watching The Valley on ESPN3.
We're gonna need more valets. Join the Dodge side at the year-end blockbuster sales event. Star Wars, December 18th.
Man, real talk. Be who you are. And do what you feel. Because those who mind don't matter. And those who matter, they don't mind at all. Still here?
You've been eye-guzzling that show for 58 episodes. But oh God, there they are, the final credits. You've fallen into a show hole. The struggle could not be more real. Why even have a TV? Then you see it. Amazon Fire TV's vast library of best shows ever. So long, show hole!
Hey folks, you can help in the fight against cancer, and you can help by logging on to www.jimmyv.org or call 1-800-4-JIMMY-V to donate. All donations benefit the V Foundation for Cancer Research, all in memory of the late Jim Valvano, longtime coach, Iona, North Carolina State, passed from the ravages of cancer at the Jimmy V Foundation. Hey, you can help it, folks, and please, we urge you to do so. This is the JQH Arena on the campus of Missouri State University Springfield. 11:23 remaining in the game. The game is Missouri State Oral Roberts, and Missouri State has the lead, 56-43. I'm Ned Reynolds along with Corey Riggs. Delighted to have you with us tonight. Missouri State in possession. Here's a give and go underneath. The Bears lost the basketball off the knees of Daquan Miller. Nice feed by Camyn Boone, but a little bit too much motion, and the Bears lost it underneath. And now Oral Roberts has very gradually kept back into contention. They're not out of this thing yet.
Well, Missouri State that time tried to reverse what they had been doing that time with letting Miller go down low and get Boone on the feed in for him, but just kind of kicked. And watch number 5 out on the floor now. Conley back in for ORU, playing with 3 fouls, and he's posting up with McCullough.
And that is Jalen Bradley who dumps that one home. That's 6 points for Bradley. And as cold as Oral Roberts was in the early going, they are now suddenly very hot. Krecklow fakes the shot. That's Ryan Krecklow. Now Daquan Miller goes to Cam Boone on the post. Boone will take it to the hole, and it's fouled on the play and scores. Cam Boone.
And that's 4 now, Ned, on Brandon Connolly. He picked his target, did Camyn Boone, put his back to him, worked him down. He had his foot right on that semicircle there in the restricted area, and that's number 4. Mr. Conley can say he was straight up all he wants, but that back heel on that arch is all you need to know, and Cam Boone will go to the line now.
Boone unofficially 21 points tonight. Cam Boone, the senior leader on this ball club, now going for the conventional three-pointer. And he gets it. That's 22 for Cam Boone, and a 59-45 lead for Missouri State.
He's got 6 rebounds tonight to go with those 22 points. He's got a streak of 5 straight games, does he, Ned, where he's led Missouri State in rebounding.
And a reach-in foul called on the Bears. That will be team foul number 4. The fouled party, Chris Martin. This is a non-shooting foul, and Oral Roberts will trigger underneath.
It'll be the 3rd personal 2 on Dorian Williams, and you're starting to see the fouls stack up for both ball clubs. Williams with 3 and Daquan Miller with 3. So the combo of guards for Missouri State, both with 3 fouls.
Here's the inbounds pass is rejected, and it was Tyler McCullough who rejected it. Still 30 seconds on the shot clock. Bradley gets the inbounds pass. They stay with their man-to-man.
Watch if the defense doesn't try to rotate over to Bradley's side, but instead Boone has the takeaway on the offside.
And Chris Kendricks will slow it up for the Bears. 23 seconds on the shot clock. 10 minutes exactly remaining in this game. Bears run a weave. And it's Cam Boone to the hole, but they will not count the goal. Wave off the goal. The goal does not count, but Cam Boone will go to the foul line. That is the 8th team foul charged to Oral Roberts. And it will be a foul in the act of shooting, I believe. We'll wait for the official adjudication here. But Cam Boone will be on the foul line. He already has 22 points tonight to lead Missouri State.
They gave the personal foul to Javen White.
It is not in the act of shooting. It's a 1-and-1.
Boone connects on the first, makes the front end of the 1-and-1. 5 of 7 on the night from the free throw line.
(61-45) is the lead for Missouri State. Under 10 minutes remaining first half. Here's a loose ball underneath, picked up by Tyler McCullough of Missouri State. Daquan Miller. Now this is Cam Boone. And the Bears will run a weave again.
They've used that more than once here in this half and more than once in the first half. And every time it pays dividends. That time, the diminutive Daquan Miller able to get 2 more.
Only 7 points for Miller, but he's done a nice job of directing the team. Here is a bomb by Amegano thrown in there, and that's a 3-pointer, giving him 7 points on the night. Obi Amegano.
It's still well below that 24-point per game average that he's been able to run over.
This is Cam Boone. Now McCullough will take the shot. Oh my, Tyler McCullough.
Tyler McCullough with 6 points, 4 rebounds, and he hasn't had a game like this in a while. This is the difference between a often injured Tyler McCullough and I think a healthy one.
Albert Owens misses the easy shot underneath, and the Bears grab the rebound. 65-48, Missouri State leading it. This is Jared Dixon. Dixon will take a 3-pointer.
Wow. Jared Dixon, a 27% 3-point shooter. He collides down as they bring the ball up floor with Chris Martin.
And showing good sportsmanship. Each pats the other on the backs, and it's part of the game. And it's 5 team fouls on Missouri State, 8 charged to Oral Roberts. Aaron Anderson comes back in for the Golden Eagles. And this will be Amegano who will trigger the attack for Missouri State. Here's Obadiah Church coming in. Cam Boone goes to the bench, 24 points, and gets a great round of applause from the attendance tonight.
And all 3 of Missouri State's guards now, Dixon, Miller, and Williams now with 3 fouls.
It was Martin for 3. Rebounded. Oh, somebody hung on the rim there, and there's no whistle. Bears got the rebound. This is Dixon down court. 68-48 Missouri State.
The officials will always give you the benefit of the doubt if they assume you hold on to try and keep from coming down on top of somebody, but I'm not sure why his hand was on the rim to begin with in that one.
Miller for 3.
Daquan Miller spots up. There's a reason why this young man has been the back-to-back NBC Newcomer of the Week now for the last 2 straight weeks in the Valley.
Loose ball. Who gets it? Oral Roberts to the hole, and a great move. That was Aaron Anderson. He has 8 points tonight, but a terrific athletic move to the hole.
And he's played a little bit of everywhere, Ned. Anderson, a year at Fresno State, a year at Oklahoma. Transferred in here and one of the returning starters for Coach Sutton. And there's just a mental error right there as Daquan Miller zigged when he should have zagged.
And with 7:15 remaining in the game, we take a timeout at JQH Arena. Missouri State 71, Oral Roberts 50, the Valley on ESPN3.
When we launched the new Wendy's 4-for-4 meal, people really thought it was a big deal. With a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4 nuggets, fries, and a Coke, who wouldn't like this? Maybe her. We kind of stole the thunder from her engagement photo.
That's rude.
Sorry.
The Wendy's 4-for-4 meal. It's bigger than we thought.
You've been eye-guzzling that show for 58 episodes. But oh God, there they are. The final credits. You've fallen into a show hole. The struggle could not be more real. Why even have a TV? Then you see it. Amazon Fire TV's vast library of best shows ever. So long, show hole!
Well, right now you can get 15 gigs for the price of 10. That's 5 extra gigs for the same price.
So 5 more gigs for the same price?
Yeah. Allow me to demonstrate. Do you like your pretzel?
Yeah.
Okay, may I?
Yeah.
50% more data for the same price.
I like this metaphor.
Oh, it's even better with funnel cakes, but very sticky.
Now get 15 gigs for the price of 10.
This Christmas, shop Dix.com from any device, anywhere, anytime for 12 days of deals. Save up to 50% on outerwear and NCAA hoodies. Select Reebok, only $19.98. Camyn socks, buy one, get one free. New deals every day from all the best brands. Every holiday season starts at Dix.
It is great to have you with us, The Valley on ESPN3, and you can stay connected to live sports and shows from ESPN wherever and whenever you want them. All you do is download the free Watch ESPN app to your computer or smartphone and get 24/7 access to live streaming feeds from ESPN, ESPN2, 3, The U, SEC Network, SEC Network Plus, ESPN News, and the Longhorn Network. You have it all right there, folks. Download that app right now. Get them. Well, you won't be lost for any basketball at all. I'm Ned Reynolds with Corey Riggs. 7:15 remaining in the game in Springfield, Missouri. Missouri State 71, Oral Roberts 50. Oral Roberts Golden Eagles made a charge, but so far Missouri State has been able to blunt that charge and maintain a double-digit lead.
You see the team shooting numbers for the two teams. Missouri State still leads in the rebounding column, but that number for three-point percentage keeps going up. Aaron Young connects again from outside, and the Bears turn it over.
And the steal, and this is Young again. Nope, didn't get that one to fall, and Tyler McCullough comes up with a rebound.
He about became a one-man 6-0 run there. That one touched every part of the rim before it came back out.
This is Daquan Miller. Now the Bears run their weave. Jared Dixon and Chris Kendricks. This is Miller again. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dixon tried to bank that one in. ORU comes up with a rebound in the person of Aaron Anderson. 6.5 minutes, under 6.5 remaining in the game. Long shot from outside, doesn't go, and high for the rebound goes Obadiah Church of Missouri State.
Church 9 points and 6 rebounds now on the night. The freshman contributing significantly to the stat line as Missouri State now calls a timeout with 6:07.
And apparently this will be a full timeout. It is a full timeout on the court. 6:07 remaining, 71-53 Missouri State. The Valley on ESPN3.
Straight Talk's Bring Your Own Phone plan saves me a lot of money. To prove it, I switched from an expensive contract plan by popping a SIM card into my phone. Now it's a Straight Talk phone, and I get to keep my same number and network for half the cost. That's money we could put towards your college fund.
Well, I'm not going to college. I want to be a magician. Invisibility, now!
I can still see you.
Your phone, your network, half the cost. Unlimited talk, text, and data is just $45 a month. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
6 minutes, 7 seconds remain in the game at the JQH Arena, Springfield, Missouri. The homestanding Missouri State Bears have a 71-53 lead over Oral Roberts. Pretty much a dominant game from the get-go. I'm Ned Reynolds along with Corey Riggs from the JQH Arena. Interesting night tonight for Camyn Boone of the Bears, who is at 24. Corey, he had 24 a week ago tomorrow night.
IUPUI, another Summit League team. He dropped 24 points and 10 rebounds. He sits on 24 points tonight with 7 rebounds, so wouldn't be surprised to see him eclipse that double-double. And the young man, Camyn Boone, as we've said, has 5 straight games where he's led the team in rebounding with 7 rebounds. He's doing that again tonight. So it's been a big-time night for a guy that is one of the few seniors on this Missouri State Ball Club for head coach Paul Lusk. It's the type of performance and the type of leadership you need out of a senior, and they're getting it tonight from Cam.
Boone from Mesa, Arizona, in his second and final year with Missouri State, and has been a big leader tonight with 24. Bears have possession as we approach the 6-minute mark of this ball game. That is Daquan Miller with it. Dorian Williams previously. Here's a give and go attempted to Camyn Boone, and he gets fouled on the play, and that is, I believe, 9 team fouls on Oral Roberts.
It's going to be the 3rd personal on Aaron Anderson. So now you've got 2 players on the floor, and Conley and Jeffries with 4 and Anderson with 3. And with 5:58 to go, this may start to become a game of attrition for ORU and some of their bigs.
So this is the high-scoring game of the year for Camyn Boone. That's 25. Comes up short on this one. 72-53 Missouri State. Bears continue to stay with the man-to-man. They've done so mostly this entire game. Here's a drive along the baseline and a wild attempt by Aaron Young. Team foul number 6 on Missouri State.
That's a real deviation from what this team did defensively out in Tulsa to start the season. Talking to the coaching staff, they went with a lot of box and one out at Tulsa, out at ORU. They were worried about packing in the zone and having somebody stay with Omegano. Just hasn't been the issue tonight as he gets 2 here and he's going to go to the line.
This kid's a nice player. Now, he's had a very tough night. That's Obi Omegano. He is the leader on this team and one of the leaders in the nation as far as scoring is concerned. He's been held to 9 tonight, but the Edmond, Oklahoma product now has a chance at a conventional 3-pointer with 5.5 minutes or just over remaining in this ball game. And this will be Obi Omegano who goes to the line.
He drove on Obadiah Church that time. Church collects his 3rd personal foul, the 7th team foul. And you know, I talked to some of the ORU coaches prior to the game and asked them, you know, does this guy's game, obviously he can score points. Does his game translate to the next level, talking about the NBA? And they said yes. He is a great character guy. He's a great locker room guy. He's an incredible scorer. They said maybe the only knock on him at 6'3". You know, unfortunately the NBA now, Ned, if you're not 6'5", you can't be a guard. Whatever happened to the days of the short guard?
Gosh, when Magic Johnson came in at 6'8", he was the total prototype of the large guards to play in the NBA. Now they're all that way. You don't have, unless you're the young man for the Golden State Warriors, who is an anomaly at only 6'3".
Well, and you know, just where in the world is room for the John Stocktons of the world anymore that barely go 6 foot? Is
Daquan Jeffries is fouled out of this ball game. Number 1, Daquan Jeffries will take a place on the bench. He has committed apparently his 5th personal foul, and on the line for the Bears will be Dorian Williams. The Bears have 2 foul shots from here on in. That's 10 team fouls on Oral Roberts.
Jeffries Day, 5 points, 4 rebounds.
Dorian with 10 points on the night, 74-56 Bears. This is Omegano. He's a nice player, folks. Obi Omegano, and that is 12 points.
He has quietly got a dozen points now. He and Owens both with 12 for ORU, and Boone trying to beat the defense back that time gets fouled.
And again, we saw the full court pressure that Oral Roberts employed, but the Bears easily break it, and that's exactly what happens. You run into 2-on-1 opportunities there for the Bears, and there's Cam Boone with 25 points already tonight, has 2 more coming up here.
And that was Obi Amegano on the foul net, and he just made the basket on the opposite end and goes full tilt all the way back down and catches Cam Boone from behind. Commits the foul here. Boone adding to the career high mark for him with 26, a chance with 27 if he'll drop this one in. One of the rare trips tonight where Cam Boone goes perfect at the line. He gets them both.
All by himself for a bomb as Young, and he can't get that one to go. That's Aaron Young. Ball goes out of bounds off the hands of the blue-clad Oral Roberts Golden Eagles. And it will be Missouri State's basketball with under 5 minutes remaining in the game. 76-58, Missouri State leading it. Full court pressure applied. Dorian Williams dribbles against it. Now we'll slow things up.
Yeah, up 76-58. Missouri State has the luxury of going back into this little three-man game here, this weave that I hadn't seen a lot of out of Missouri State. And that's the first time, I think, out of that play that ORU's been able to force a turnover.
Three-point shot doesn't go. Bears have the rebound. This is Williams. He'll lead the breakdown. Alley-oop play, and the ball gets jammed. How about this?
No, that's the problem. It didn't get jammed. It got stuck.
Very good. The ball is somehow wedged between the, there you see the alley-oop attempt, and that's why it misfired, and the ball is wedged or jammed. However, wish the verb that you wish to use on this one, between the rim and the backboard. Bears get possession of it.
Dorian Williams had the right idea. He lobbed it up there for Church, but Obadiah just never got it cleanly. He kept trying to go it up and was just kind of forcing it up on his wrists and couldn't get it to throw down. But look at that.
That is Ryan Krecklow, who just decided to go one-on-one with everybody and forced it home and has 8 points on the night.
Wow, nice floater that time out of the hand of Jalen Bradley. And this is a young man. Missouri State is lucky tonight that this young man hasn't got on track. He had 16 points. That was a team high when ORU beat Missouri State in the season opener.
With 3 minutes, 52 seconds remaining, and Dorian Williams getting ready to go to the foul line. There is a timeout. It's Missouri State 78, Oral Roberts 60. You're watching The Valley on ESPN3.
Man, real talk, be who you are and do what you feel. Because those who mind don't matter. And those who matter, they don't mind at all. You still here?
You've been eye-guzzling that show for 58 episodes. But oh God, there they are, the final credits. You've fallen into a show hole. The struggle could not be more real. Why even have a TV? Then you see it. Amazon Fire TV's vast library of best shows ever. So long, show hole!
Hey!
The all-new BMW X1.
Give the gift of the better network. Save up to 50% on our hottest Android smartphones, like the Motorola Droid Turbo 2. Get the best deals and the better network. Visit Verizon online or in-store today.
We have under 4 minutes remaining in the game this evening from the JQH Arena, Springfield, Missouri. I'm Ned Reynolds along with Corey Riggs. Missouri State leading it 78-60 over Oral Roberts. Look at these scores right here.
Ned, look at this. Obi Amegano, the Bears have done such a great job on him tonight. He's got 12 points. In the nation, he is number 2 at 262 points. Look at some of the other names on the list. The Bears have to play ORU twice. They have to play Southern Illinois in the Valley twice. Here's Anthony Bean, number 5 in scoring at 226. And then DJ Ballantyne, the Evansville Purple Aces star, 214 points. That's 6 times this season the Bears have to go up against one of the top 10 scorers in the country.
Leading scorer from Howard University in the MEAC as Dorian Williams sticks home that first one. And for Dorian tonight, that is 11 points. We talked earlier at the start of the game about how the Bears guard combination had to come through, and for the most part they have tonight. Dorian with 11 points, Daquan Miller with 10. 79-60, the Bears in the lead over the Golden Eagles. This is Jalen Bradley. Now he loses the ball. The Bears come up with it.
Dorian Williams that time, Ned, just got his hands up. You know, coaches preach even all the way down to when you're playing at the YMCA. Don't let your hands down at your sides. Keep your hands up. His hands were up and in the passing lane. They get the tip. They're able to get the ball away with 3:25 to go.
Daquan Miller takes the three-pointer. That's Young off with the rebound, and the Golden Eagles want to run with it. Bradley will take it to the hole. Rebound pulled down by Church. Bradley going one-on-one. What's there to lose with 2 minutes remaining in the game?
Well, Bradley ran into Camyn Boone. That's what, 6'1" going on 6'6". Bradley tried to double clutch it, just had no shot around Cam Boone.
Bounce pass from Cricklow to Dorian Williams, and Williams will back it out again. Boone posting up underneath. Being guarded by Brandon Conley. This is Cricklow. Turnaround move. Feed underneath. And the shot clock expires.
First one of those we've seen all night, but I don't think it's the type that Coach Les really gets upset about. They want to use the shot clock right now, and that time, you know, just not able to get a shot off in time as they continue to work the ball around the perimeter. Got it into an attacking position just too late.
2:39 remaining in the game. Missouri State up 79-60. Quick hands of Dorian Williams almost came up with another turnover tonight.
Watch how quick the help defense comes over with Omegano on the move that time, and they've got the foul call underneath, but that defense rotated over quickly when 15 started flashing to the rim.
And he did that with expertise. That's Obi Omegano. He really took that ball to the hole in a flash of lightning. Does draw the foul, and Omegano will get 2 foul shots. Omegano from Edmond, Oklahoma. This is Jared Dixon getting set to come back in for the Bears. Omegano will have 2 shots.
We showed you that graphic that shows that Omegano is number 2 in the nation in scoring at 262 coming into tonight. He's also number 6 in the nation in points per game at over 23.8 points per game. That number is going to change after tonight, though, in his trip to Springfield.
He being Omegano, 2 points at halftime as Church leaves the ball game. He has 13. That gives you an idea about how much more effective he has been in the second half. That's Obi Omegano. Second shot coming up. $12 points in the second half for Omegano.
And perfect at the free throw line, 5 for 5.
Ball is knocked loose, but the Bears get it back. That's Daquan Miller. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Here's a high post pick. Miller will take it to the hole and is fouled on the play with 2 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the ball game. And Daquan Miller will go to the foul line for Missouri State. He'll have 2.
And Aaron Anderson picks up personal foul number 4. Young man wearing number 2 there in the center of your screen with 8 points and 4 rebounds. He gets his 4th personal, and that sends Mr. Miller to the line. Daquan Miller, a 70% free throw shooter on the season, and ORU sending in a new face, Ned. Darian Harris there from Shiloh Christian.
That's down in Arkansas, and there you see number 33. Second shot does fall for Dorian Williams.
Need to get Tyler McCullough in there. Maybe they have battled before.
I should say Daquan Miller, and that's 11 points for Daquan. Here's a bomb from the 3-point distance. Doesn't go. Cricklow rebounds for Missouri State. 80-62, the Bears have the lead. Long pass down court, and Boone will slow it up. And the fans appreciate very much what has happened tonight, and they appreciate the fact that Bears are going to let the air out of the basketball.
Going to give Coach Lust to get some valuable minutes to some of his other players that haven't seen the floor tonight.
Jordan Martin and Robin Thompson getting ready to come back in. Here's a 3-point shot. Williams sails it home.
With a hand in his face. Aaron Anderson came all the way out to the edge to guard him. And Dorian Williams, well, no pressure, no problem.
Omegano, and he is really warmed up now. 16 points for Obi Omegano.
14 of it all in the second half, and Missouri State will call a timeout here with 66 seconds to go.
And that will be an attempt to get these players in the ball game. You see number 1, Ryan Thompson, and he gives a big congratulations to Dorian Williams. 1:06 remaining in the game. So the Bears will get Jordan Martin, McCullough, Thompson. Jared Dixon comes into the ball game. There you see Cam Boone. Cam Boone with 27 points tonight to lead Missouri State. All right, the Bears inbound it, and this is Jared Dixon and Krecklow. These are youngsters, folks. They're freshmen.
That's all freshmen out there with the exception of maybe McCullough.
A lofted pass in the air. I think the Bears were going for something of an alley-oop on that one that didn't manifest itself. Goes out of bounds. And with 51 seconds remaining in the game, Oral Roberts will have possession, trailing 83-64. This is Omegano, loses the basketball and is fouled on the play and hurt his, looks like his shin. And he's all right, though. He's going to stay in the ball game. That's Obi Omegano.
Well, he ran into Jordan Martin, the transfer from John A. Logan College, and Martin is a big man, a junior transfer, 6'8". They have to clean up the floor after the collision there. A little bit of mop-up duty here for the officials.
It'll be Aaron Anderson who will trigger once the house cleaning has been taken effect, and indeed it has been. Referee Jerry Pollard. Now here's the trigger, and Aaron Young, who has a couple of trees tonight, gets the inbounds pass. Here's a three-point attempt from the corner that doesn't go. High for the rebound goes Thompson, the St. Louis product. Robin Thompson brings it down.
This is only the third game Robin's had an opportunity to play in this season. His third appearance for Missouri State.
Bears run a weave with 16 seconds on the shot clock. There's a 4-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. This is Krecklow. Now to Jordan Martin and to McCullough. Misses the shot. Rebound Thompson, who puts it in. Robin Thompson. Big time play by Robin Thompson. And as time runs out, it's 85-64 Missouri State. Omegano takes the shot and hits it. And that's how the game will come to an end, with Missouri State winning it by a score of 85-66. Big time win for Missouri State. And I think, Corey, it's pretty much generally assumed that it's the first half that made the